Welcome. This is episode 5 of our Mercy Triumphs Junk Journal series. We have been having fun going through the Bible study and just making fun things, ephemera. Today, I am in the mood to make something called a fabric tag. What does a fabric tag look like? If you go back to my gorgeous pink parfait journal that I did, where I did the 10 ways to love, here's one example. Look how gorgeous this is. So this is a lot of Tim Holtz fabrics, some of those flat back pearls, this cute little doily that I had in my stash, right? And it's just fun, and I want to make one, so I'm not going to make one, we're going to make 3, and I'm going to show you. And then I use, the reason why these are really fun for doing in our faith journals is because I printed all of this information from Got Questions about, the question was, how can we do all things without grumbling or complaining? And it's at gotquestions.org, and it was just way too much good information for me to just take parts out. So see, this is a way to add a lot of information to a journal page. So let's get started. Whoops, I got too many things sitting here. Okay. So in this in this journal for Mercy Triumphs, I've got this big page left, and I thought this large tag, which is a number 12 tag, would be perfect. And so I'm going to make another number 12, and I'm going to make a number 8. So we're going to make 3 at once. And what fabric are we going to use? Well, I wanted to just show you something that I have found, and I think it's pretty cool. So this is the Tim Holtz Eclectic Elements. He has been doing a fabric series, 1 per month for the entire year. This is his green palette, and I think I have all of them right now. The next one, I don't know what the next one will be. But anyway, they're gorgeous fabrics, okay? And they are coordinated. He's always got something with some alphabets. Then he's always got a ticket one in different colors. Then he's got a collage one. He's got a maps one. He's got a stamps one. And then he's got a, what is this, game pieces one. He always has the same ones, and then these extras. So we're going to use parts of that. But I also found this online. It popped up in my feed one day, and I looked at it and I was like, are you kidding me? I think there's, 42 squares. They're 5-inch packs, okay? And what do they call this? Charm pack. Now, I got this. Yeah, I was going to tell you where I got it. It'll come to me. Hold on a second. Is it fabric scraps? I can't remember. Anyway, these are only $11.99. Big difference in cost between that and this one. Now, this is a one-time only. This, you can always get these. So we are going to use some from both, I would say. So they have these color sets, okay? So you can do green, purple, yellows. You can do all these really cool. And they're $11.99 for 42 squares. Now, you could actually make a whole journal cover from this. We're going to make some tags, okay? So let's take this off. And the link is in the description of where I got this. So I'm just letting you know. It just drew a blank with me, but it will come back up. So I'm going to take some pieces out of here that I know I want to include. I'm not going to pick any of the flowery ones out of this. I'm going to use that pack. But I wanted to pick, I want a piece of that. I want a piece of the ticket. I think I want to, and I definitely want the stamps in this. Let's see. Okay, so there's 4 pieces. And what does that look like? Now, these are much bigger pieces. Yes, there's a difference in the price. But the reality is, unless you're going to be making big journals, do you really need this much? No, I really only need just a little sample of it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to use my fabric scissors, and we're just going to tear a little bit off of here. And it's really cool when you're making the things that we're going to make in this video, is to tear the fabric so that it frays. It just looks really cool. Okay, so there's a piece for that, and we'll put this back. So these are, I want to say fat quarters. I'm not a quilter, okay? My girlfriend's a quilter and it's given me lots of little pieces stuff left. But anyway, so like I said, I'm never going to make a quilt or a blanket or anything like that. I totally use this only in junk journaling. So let's get another piece. So in the comments, let me know. Are you a quilter, number one? Number two, have you played with using fabric in your junk journal? In what way? Have you just covered the cover? That sounds weird, Diane, doesn't it? Cover the cover. I'll show you in the pink parfait that I absolutely did that. Look, this is the Tim Holtz pink. There's the Tim Holtz pink, and then, you know, that ribbon, this velvet ribbon I actually found at Dollar Tree. And then there's another piece, my girlfriend, and then this I got at a resale shop. So there's a way to use fabric in pieces. You know who's really good at that? Showing you being very creative. And in fact, she's inspired me because I could pull some others out that I didn't get out. Donna from Twisted Paper Studios. She is so cool at taking paper and fabric and making her junk journals from them. Okay, let's see. As soon as we get this done, then we're going to start playing around, and you're going to see, because all we needed was just little tiny pieces, right? That's all we need, because we're just playing. That looks good enough. Yeah, I didn't get to go to the pool today, because we had big rain yesterday, lasted all day, and kept going till this morning. And my girlfriend and I were just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Of course, is it sunny now? Yes, but it's too late in the day. I get going doing certain things, so. And what I've been working on, which you will start to see soon, is the Faith Journal July Challenge that Debbie from Pouring My Art Out for the Lord and I are going to be having. And I hope that you will join us. So we sent invitations out today to people, and hopefully we'll have everybody lined up who's going to participate, and then I will start putting some ads out for you. So if you are at all interested, it's going to be a month-long project. It's a challenge. We are going to be exploring joy in the New Testament. Debbie wrote the most phenomenal Bible study, and I'm really excited to use it and get into it. So it's going to be really fun. So you can follow along. There will be a video posted we're doing 23 verses, and there will be a video posted by different creative artists, guest artists. Okay, why am I having a problem with that? They will take that verse and they will do just like I'm doing. Let's talk about the verse, and then they're going to make something fun, and then you get to watch them in a video. So you can participate by just watching the videos, making your journal, and playing along with us. Okay, there's a piece. Now see how cool it is when it's all frayed? Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Now I just want a little tiny piece for the smaller one. Okay, so that piece is there. Now let's take what ones do I want to use from this? I love that one. I think that's so pretty. Let's see, what ones do we want to use? Oh, look at that one. We definitely have to use that. Oh, and then see, we could have some little pieces of that. Now you can do a combination of fabric and paper. You can do whatever you kind of want to do. Let's see. Went to a different color scheme. Okay, let's take these for right this second. So it's all about just, you have to create fabric collage is what I'm sitting here doing, right? Do you guys get that? What did I do? Where'd the piece go that was right on there? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, what are you doing, Diane? So that's why we're just sitting here doing this right now. We're just ripping and creating pieces. I guess I could have done this off camera, but I thought you might want to see it, because if you've never done this, then you would have no idea, right, what I'm talking about. So we need a piece for that one. And you can rip because it's cotton. This is all 100% cotton, right? And we might do the same one on there. And then I need a piece. So I've got that piece, and now I need this. So you get 2 of each of the designs in that little kit. There we go. And then I'm going to have some left over, which is kind of fun, right? Did I get... No, I need a piece for there. Whoops. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll lay that on there. And then we got a little piece of the stamps. Now, on this one, I'm going to try and get pieces to include all of the stamps. There we go. Oh, yes. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Fun. See, I'm just kind of playing right now, laying it where it might fit. Okay, let's do... What did I just do? Oh, there they go. Okay, just like that. So I'm cutting in between the design. That one might be a little bit too thin, but that's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Again, we're just, here, let's do a little piece like this on that. We're just creating fabric collage pieces is what we are doing. And that's an extra piece. I'm going to put that up there. So we've got those. Definitely we have to put a piece of this on. We for sure have to. Okay, now I'm going to go this direction on this. Because that's the way, see how that's going to go like that? I mean, I guess I could put it the other way, but we're going to use it like that. So if you're doing the study with me, leave a note in the comment. What are you thinking about? How is this mercy study affecting you? Have you come to any like huge aha moments? I know that from yesterday when we were talking about, his mercies are new every morning, I tried to wake up this morning and just say that to myself, like, okay, Diane, what did we just talk about, right? Okay, so there's that piece. Now I got the stamps. And I've got the, okay, we got that on there and that on there. Oh, this is the one I didn't do yet. Okay, let's do some pieces of this. A piece like that. Another piece over here. Then we will start gluing. There's a piece for there. And then we need a little piece for the smaller one. See why you would never just do one of these? That would be crazy. You want to make more. I mean, I could put another tag right beside here and add a lot. Okay, I think what we're going to do right this second is let's start gluing. And you know what? I don't want to use that ooh-hoo. Let me get my other one. Yeah, I think I want to use the Pritt. The ooh-hoo is good, but this is probably the first time I've really had prolonged use of one, and it's actually too soft. It's too soft because, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that when I go to put it down, it has like, I must be too heavy on it, and then you get like big chunks. Oops, I'm sorry. I apologize. I shook my table, which shakes my camera. So you get, I do like that it's blue glue so I can see where I put it. But like I said, I just don't like that it's so soft. I feel like there's always these lumps. Okay, where are we going to put this? We can put this like right here. There we go. That works. Let's put the vertical one on. There we go. There we go. Oh, I love that piece right there. Now wait a second. Let's put this piece on here first. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm out of camera. And I apologize. I think there's probably some camera shake going on, and I'm sorry. Okay, now let's put this piece on. Let's put this piece on there. There we go. Ooh, fun, fun. Yeah, I might cover that part up. Oh, I don't think I want to cover that up. Okay, we got lots of threads laying everywhere. Some of them I'm going to have to move. Let's put this right there. We already have that one. Okay, that's all. Now I have this other little piece left. Maybe we'll put it up here. I may have to pull some more fabric out. Put that on the side of there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to keep gluing, but I'm going to... That was fun, wasn't it? Making our beautiful fabric collage tags. So now I've got 2 left and I'm excited. Now what I did off screen was I went ahead and punched the hole that always comes in my tags. I buy manila tags. Well, I used to buy them all the time. So I have, oh gosh, I have hundreds left because I think I bought 1,000 at one point 10 years ago. Anyway, this is number 12 and this is number 8 tag. And we've covered them. And what I did is I went ahead and punched them, and then I decided to added a black eyelet on it because I thought that worked really well. So here's the one that I chose to use for our 5th verse. And I think it just came out gorgeous. Now, what I did, one of the things that I hopefully you're picking up on as you watch me make stuff, okay, is that, yes, I give you, like I gave you this whole sheet, right? And these are the Bible verses on here. And then you also have, so you can have Bible verses in your journal in 2 ways. I always give you this, just the plain verse printed on sticker paper, and now you can add it anywhere you want, right? So you have that power. And then this is already printed. Sometimes I like to do that. I don't do it all the time, but I just love this grunge background, and that's why I put my verses on there. But what I'm going to try and tell you is play with them. You don't have to use them exactly the way they are. And look what I did. This one looked just like this because I reprinted it for something else. So it was in the middle, right? So all I did was cut around it because it just was too much and it was going to cover up all the fabric. So look at these always with the eye of how can you adapt them to make them work for the way you want to do. So the 5th verse was Luke 6:36. And it says, be merciful, even as your Father is merciful. So that's our 5th verse. And then, would you believe I actually had these little half green pearls in my stash? And then this is way old. This is some really fun fibers that I had. So I love that, okay? And we're going to talk about what it means in a second, but I want to show you something else. Now, here's another option that I want you to, again, think about how you can make it work for you. Oh, I don't really have another one here. Okay. In the kit, you got 2 of these pieces that could be belly bands, right? You can make them whatever you wanted to do. I ended up using it kind of as a side tuck. So I put the glue on here, right? And I'm just tucking that in like that. Yes. Here's another example of, again, using the pieces to work for you. So what did I do with that one? This was, oh, you know what? Actually, I take it back. It was the pieces that I cut off of the Be Merciful. Yes. And so I just cut them that way, and then I put them apart, right? And then I used from the word feti, be merciful, because that's what that verse says. So see how cool that looks? So it's like this really fun tuck spot, right? Yes. Okay, let's look at what did we learn about mercy from Luke 6:36. Okay, so from BibleRef.com, these are my notes. Jesus has finished his explanation of how his followers should love their enemies, how they should behave. Well, he now transitions to how they should think about their enemies. So what did he tell us? Yeah. Be merciful even as your Father is merciful, right? So he's told us we are to behave and love others, but then we have to change how we think. So this verse acts as a hinge between the two. And isn't that perfect that I separated that and put that there? So it's a visual, quote, hinge between two things, right? And applies to both. Previously, Jesus explained that our enemies may insult us, abuse us, take our possessions, but we still need to be open to Christ's work in their lives. Jesus transitions from our actions to our understanding. Okay? Be reluctant to assume that we know our enemy's motives. The enemy, now here's the other part. Who is he talking about, the enemies? The enemies referred to here are those who persecute people who follow Christ. There's nothing in this passage that implies we should silently endure abuse from a violent spouse or people in authority, okay? Mercy can be calling the police, leaving to find a safe place, and mercy can be choosing not to seek revenge. We can call out ungodly behavior, but we need to align our actions with God's commands before we judge others. Okay, so that's some of my notes. And then kind of like an overview was that be merciful just as your Father is merciful encourages followers to emulate God's compassionate and forgiving nature. It calls for a heart of mercy. Isn't that what I was just talking about? Right? So it's not only our behavior, but it's our brain. It calls for a heart of mercy, extending kindness and sympathy to all, including our enemies. And here's the kicker, without expecting anything in return. So this verse emphasizes the importance of showing mercy as a reflection of God's own character. Okay, and then just some things that I've already said. So that's what goes into this fun little, just a little slide, and it just was just enough information to be on there. Okay, where did I put verse 6? Right here. So here's an example again. Like I just showed you, here was the one that came in the kit, and here's the other one that came in the kit. And I did the exact same thing. But here's what I did on this one. I decided to put the verse kind of like as a deeper part of holding in my notes. So that's what's on there. So verse 6 is Ephesians 2, 4, and 5. But God, being rich in mercy, because of the great love with which he has loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, he made us alive together with Christ by grace, because we have been saved. Okay, what does that mean? Well, mercy is perfection of the divine nature and is essential to God. And it may be considered with respect to the objects of it, either as, like in general, extending to all men in a providential way, or as a special reaching only to some in a way of grace. For though mercy is his nature, who God, yet the display and exertion of it towards any object is the act of his will. Okay, got that? So it's a mercy is his nature, and then the exertion of it is an act of his will. And then special mercy, with all the blessings and benefits of it, is only exhibited in Christ Jesus. God is said to be rich in it, in mercy, because he is free and liberal in dispensing it, and the effects of it in that to a large number of people in great abundance and in various ways, as in the covenant of grace, in the mission of Christ, in redemption by him, we have regeneration and pardon of our sin, and we have our eternal salvation. And his mercy is inexhaustible and perpetual. And this sets forth the excellency and glory of it. Now, that's in BibleStudyTools.com. The link is in the description. You really need to go and read it more. It's pretty highbrow language, but it works. Mercy is not only about what God does, as we just talked about, it is also about who he is. Because in 2 Corinthians 1, verse 3, it says, "Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who is the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort." God is always loving, compassionate, and forgiving. And don't forget, salvation is a gift from God, not something we can earn. So that is my notes and tucks right in there. So I'm going to end this video. We'll have one more video, and that we will do verse 7. And then I'll do the flip through of all of the things that I've done in the journal. So I'm going to close with, I'm sorry, my dog. That's my old man, Obi. Let's focus on Thanksgiving. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ." Please like this video, share this video, comment, tell me what you're thinking. How is mercy, this study, transforming your heart and mind? And as always, make sure you're subscribed, because we've got so many fun things coming up. Don't forget the Exploring Joy Challenge that will be in July. And that hashtag is Faith Journal July 2025. Going to be telling you all about that in the next coming days that are coming up.